This is a message for you if you feel called to watch it. I pulled the Sun and the Lovers, and also the Eight of Cups right here. So I feel that some of you may be going through or having an experience with another person. Maybe this is in relationship to an actual relationship. The Sun usually indicates that this is a really good experience for you, that you're having a good time, but it can also sometimes warn a little bit about not being too ignorant about certain things. So pay attention to someone's behavior, to pay attention to what they're saying. Does it align with what they're doing? And make a decision for yourself if you feel that this is becoming unhealthy. If it's no longer giving you joy, happiness, and peace, then it's definitely not going to be for you. You know, at some point, relationships can be a little bit difficult, and it's okay to learn from our experiences, right? But at some point, as the Eight of Cups shows, is sometimes we literally have to walk away from something because it has served its purpose. Maybe there is beliefs and ideologies and constructs in or within that relationship that no longer aligns with who you're becoming or what you want to believe in your life, right? And sometimes it's best to just leave it behind and move forward and take your own path. Definitely don't be ignorant about things. If you are finding red flags, you know, in the relationship, or something doesn't feel right, trust your intuition about that. The card that was on the back of the pile is the Eight of Wands, which could signify that it's time to move forward, make a run for it. It's time to move, okay? It's time to leave this behind. You may also realize at some point that you feel divinely called to make a change, or maybe some of you have been waiting for a sign from above somehow to move forward with something. It doesn't necessarily always have to be a relationship. It could also be a project that you're working on, something that you're passionate about, something that feels divine to you, feels like a purpose that you have, something that brings you a lot of joy and happiness, and away from some of the old beliefs of how things should be, the old realities. I have a feeling that some of you are starting or thinking about starting a business that you've been contemplating maybe for a while, but weren't so sure if it's going to be the right thing moving forward. But you know, you got to start somewhere, right? And start making a move. Definitely the Eight of Wands is signifying that it's time to make that move. And another feeling I have about these cards is that some of you are on a journey of finding yourselves. And so sometimes starting something fresh or new is a way of finding more about who you are, right? Or realizing more about who you're meant to be in this lifetime, at this moment in time. I'm also feeling that some of you feel very guided by angels or by something that you feel is a higher divine power. That is your guidance system. Could be your guides, it could be your angels, it could be your own future self calling you forward to step into the person that you're becoming or that you're supposed to become in this lifetime. I know a lot about that. I myself was called many years ago to step forward and to do the things that I'm feeling called to do. Sometimes life can get in the way a little bit. We all know that. Don't let it hold you back completely. Always work on it no matter what. Sometimes the path is laid with some rocks and stones, so you're going to have to navigate that, right? But always have your goal in mind. Always have the idea in mind, and also be a little bit open to changes or new inspirations coming your way, like without getting distracted and going all over the place. But I found in my life, everything that I've learned in the past, even though I felt it kind of took me off my path a little while, or it was I was detouring things a little bit, I found everything that I learned on the way was very valuable to anything and everything that I'm doing today. So there's no such thing as really a wasted time, or a course that maybe you should have not taken, or a path you should have maybe not taken. Maybe you would have been faster this way. But you know, these things add on wisdom, understanding, and knowledge that you would have otherwise not gained. So even if you feel that you were in a relationship with somebody, for example, and you feel it kind of took you off your tracks, like maybe it was distracting to you, maybe you didn't do the things that you were very passionate about for a while because you were focusing too much on this other person, or that person took all your time, right? It is never wasted, because you are gaining so much wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from those experiences that you can bring forward in whatever it is that you're creating, right? So if you're becoming a coach, or if you're becoming a card reader, or if you're becoming maybe you're going to be a social worker, maybe you're going to be a psychologist, whatever it is, in service, everything that we learn in our lives, our own personal life experiences, are hugely valuable to everything that we're doing, because we can bring that wisdom into our teachings, into our classes. We can bring that forward when we work with clients. You know, all of these things are important. So a couple of months ago, I received a message from my higher guidance, because I was always wondering, like, what should I do next? You know, should I do this? Should I do that? Whatever. And it said, just live your life fully, you know, engaged life, engaged relationships, engage other people, be open hearted, do the things that bring you joy, do things that excite you or that draw you in, right? Follow your intuition. Your intuition will lead you to the next best thing. It will lead you to the next thing that is important for you to embrace, so that you can, you know, become the person that you want to become. It's just all part of it. You can't really go wrong. You know, everything that you do is right, as long as it comes from the right place and you know why you're doing it. Another thing that keeps coming up lately is to know your why. You know, why am I doing this? Well, I'm doing this so I can pay my bills, you know, or why, but why? What's the deeper why? Well, I'm doing this, you know, because I feel called, or there's a purpose behind it, or because I want to inspire greater understanding, or I want to make this world a better place, or I want to, you know, at my job, I want to make the environment more safe, you know, for everybody, so everybody can be happy and healthy and not get hurt. And there's all reasons behind why are we doing these things. But when we get really close down to the core, to the nitty-gritty about why we're doing something, why are we feeling called, you know, it's a bit of a driver behind the wheel, right? It's something that will keep us going, even if things slow down or seem to not move forward. We always have that driver. It's always kind of steering us into the right direction, even if sometimes the gas pedal and then the brake pedal is being pushed, you know. It doesn't mean it's not moving into the right direction, right? It's still moving yourself forward in some way. So know your why, get down to it, ask yourself about it, and keep going. The Eight of Wands says it's time to move. It's time to move forward, you know? All right, I hope that helps, and I'll talk to you soon.